soldiers at the Battle of Stalingrad, and one of them was the 35th Division under General Glaskov. It's his code, military code of General Glaskov. He was wounded badly, but he was against going to the military hospital. He said, no, I'll be with the soldiers in the field of battle. And he was wounded again, and he became weaker and weaker, and it was decided to take him to the military hospital. But there was an air raid, and Glaskov was wounded again, and he died. On his military coat, we can count 160 holes from bullets, from shells, from everything. And so he died in the field of battle. And his coat is here as an exhibit. And this is the rifle of our famous sniper Zaitsev. Sniper Zaitsev, he was a talented sniper. He killed 267 German soldiers and officers during the Battle of Stalingrad, and he also taught young soldiers to become good snipers, and they also became good snipers. He was not killed. After the war, he lived in Kiev, and he came to Volgograd to see where he had been fighting during the siege of Stalingrad, and he died in 1991, and he was first buried in Kiev, in the cemetery in Kiev. But then it was decided to rebury him on the Mamai Hill, and they did it. We were on the Mamai Hill, and now the grave of Zaitsev is on the Mamai Hill. And now we'll go this way. Important to bring reinforcements from the left bank of the Volga to Stalingrad, but it was also very dangerous. And many soldiers who had been fighting here, they said, I'd better go to attack 10 times than one time go across the Volga. Because many of the ships sank because of the artillery fire, because of the air raids and everything else. This is the place where we are now. The ruined mill is over there.
Can you point at it one more time?
And I'd like to show, this is Stalingrad.
And where were we this morning?
I'll show to you. This is the memorial square. Yes? This is the obelisk. Do you see it?
That's
here?
The one that we...
Yes, we were at the obelisk. There are mass graves here. And this is the pre-war central department stores. When we went along Mira Street, now the plan of the city is quite different, because here is the obelisk and Mira Street goes like this.
Right.
And we went, no ruins are here now. This is Mira Street, and this is pre-war central department stores where Paulus had been taken prisoner. And we were in the morning here.
So the tree that...
Yes, the tree is somewhere here, but there is no tree. But
there's a tree there. See that little tree right there?
Yes, some small tree, but believe me, it was here. It's a model. It's a model. That's why the tree.
Is the tree, right?
It really was here. Really, it was really here.
So remember the tree? Hmm? Remember the tree that we saw?
The
This one?
tree, the
That's
tree.
the tree. Oh, just to kind of give yourself some orientation where we are.
And this is the obelisk, and this is the pre-war Central Department Schools.
And this is the river that is now covered, correct?
Yes.
And what is the name of that river again?
Tsaritsa.
Tsaritsa.
They decided to have it underground, not to see this dirty river. But they had another way to do it. They could clean it, yes, help the river. They did not do this. We call it in Russian anti-tank hedgehogs. These metal constructions are against tanks coming, and they were in the streets of Stalingrad, and of course they could stop tanks. And these are the fragments of walls of our ruined city. So-called home front, because all the men, they went to the field of battle, not all, but most of the men went to the field of battle, and in the shops of factories and plants, children and women worked. And you see this cabin during the air raids, it was not always possible to go to the basement to hide, and they opened the door and they hid in the cabin during the air raids, but it didn't help a lot, of course.
What are we looking at here?
Again, counteroffensive of the Soviet army at Stalingrad, 1942. The counteroffensive began on the 19th of November in 1942. I'd like to show you the poster that I love most of all. I like it very much. This poster, you can see Hitler. Hitler, he is in the woman's scarf, and yes, and Hitler is so unhappy, he's crying. And there are the words of the Russian folk song. There is such a folk song in Russia. I have lost my ring, I have lost my love. I have lost my ring, I have lost my love. And Hitler is crying and he's singing, I have lost my ring, I have lost my love. And the ring is where his 330,000 soldiers and officers were. They were in the ring, and Hitler had lost the ring. It was a great tragedy. Do you recognize him? It's Stalin. Yes, Generalissimus, we called him during the war. And it's a carpet. It was made in Turkmenistan. Yes, a very nice carpet. And also you can see Stalin, not only on the carpet, but also the portrait of Stalin. And at first, you see the most important leaders of the Great Patriotic War: Stalin, Malyshev, Vasilevsky, and then the commanders of the Rokossovsky, Yeryomenko, Vatutin. But I'd like to show you the man that everybody knows in Volgograd. It's General Chuikov. It's his portrait. And when I have veterans going with me on the